Dominic Piatis here with Martial Arts Unleashed with the legend, Nieky, the natural Holzken. How are you doing, brother?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm good, man. You?
I'm doing good, doing good. First, just wanted to say congrats to and excited to see Geraldo's upcoming fights. How's it been coaching with him right now?
Yeah, it's very good. He's getting stronger and stronger and older. So he's now 15 and almost 60 kilograms. And yeah, last week he has his 19 fight, and yeah, he win them. He win them all. So yeah, his start is very good as a young martial artist.
Yeah, I remember seeing videos of like you guys over in Tiger Muay Thai, just some training, both of you guys together. How's it been seeing that journey for him, starting at a really young age to where he's at now?
Yeah, it's very nice to see your son gets development, what he has been through from a little guy who was always looking up to me, and now he's becoming a very good fighter himself. So yeah, he's very disciplined, and he listened to me very good. Everything I ask or say what is best for him, yeah, he reacts to, and he does it very good. So he's also a natural.
Mm. And when you get to see his success, are you happier to see him win, or are you happier when you win?
It's the same. It's always nice to win, and I didn't experience defeat of my son, but I think that would be a nightmare for me. I think it's to see your son lose, and the emotions factor of it. But until now, I like it very much when he wins, but I also like it very much when I win. So it's a family thing. So yeah, we stand after each other.
And I know when you taking that role on as like a coach, is there kind of a mindset that you go into that's different as a fighter when you're coaching somebody else and cornering them and trying to bring them to the best of their abilities?
Yeah, it's different. If you fight yourself, it's a different how you say energy than somebody from your gym or your fighters or your son is fighting. It's different because you're nervous on a different level if you have to fight yourself, because you know a million people's watching around, and if you make mistake, you get they talk about it, but. Yeah, when my son is fighting, I'm only worried that nothing will happen, and he's safe and everything. But now it's on a level. It's very friendly. They are children, you know. They punch in Holland. They cannot fight to the head, so it's very friendly. But in a year of 3-4, then when the helmet is going off and the protection, yeah, man, I think Geraldo will knock a lot of people out. He's very for his weight and for his age. It's very crazy to see his power, man.
Oh, and I'm really looking forward to seeing a Geraldo Holzken knockout in the near future. And speaking, oh, good.
No, it's good.
And speaking of knockouts, just wanted to go back. The last time we have seen you in the ring was a beautiful knockout of a fellow legend in John Wayne Parr.
Yeah.
Now that we're a couple months, almost half a year removed from that, kind of what are the emotions now that everything is settled and those post-fight thoughts have gone away?
Yeah, what I say after the fight and before the fight, John Wayne Parr is a legend, and it was very nice to share the cage with him. Mm-hmm. Actually, my son arranged the fight. I didn't know anything about the fight, and my son has my Instagram, and he heard that one time at Joe Rogan podcast, John Wayne Parr told Joe Rogan after his career that he feel bad about never fight me. It was a wish from him to fight me. So and then he signed with one championship, and my son posted on my Instagram, "Hey John, I hear that you want to fight me. If you want, let's go." And Joe Chatri, from the boss from one championship, picks it up, and after 2 weeks we had a fight. But my son was the guy who arranged it.
And what was
Yeah.
it? What was it like seeing that all going on behind the scenes, and you had no hand in it?
Yeah, I was training and give a private lesson in the morning, and I come back and I see all those messages in my inbox. I said, "What the fuck is this?" And I look at him and I see, leave him alone. He's old. And then another guy, oh, John Wayne Parr is gonna knock you out. And so I didn't know what happened. And then I see my post. I say to Geraldo, I say, "What do you do?" Yeah, he wants to fight you. Now you have a fight. Let's fight. So that's but it was it was an honor to fight him. He's a respectful guy, and yeah, it was really nice to share the cage with him, and everything went good for me in the fight. It was the first time with small gloves, what I don't prefer. I don't like so much to fight with small gloves, but we challenged him, and he say, yeah, Muay Thai, and then Muay Thai at one championship is with small glove. Yeah, and then I cannot back up after we challenge him. So I had to fight with small gloves, but it's not good for my wrist and everything because too much knockout power in the hands, and then my
Yeah.
wrist blown up, man, after the fight.
And I know in that lead up, did you have to kind of change your training style? I know you have that background with Ramon Deckers and the Muay Thai background, but in order to prepare for 4-ounce gloves and Muay Thai rules, was there a kind of change you had to go through, or was it more of training as usual?
Yeah, it was a little bit changed, but when the fight happens, I get back to my old rhythm again. So hands up, walking forward, walk them down, and try to knock them out. But after the fight, also I feel pain here, but it was from my hands holding high. And then when I get a punch, normally when I have gloves, I take them here and counter. But now I had small gloves, so my own knuckles come to my head when they punched here. So after the fight, I think, did he hit me so much? But it's from where my own knuckles. So, but we trained on a lot of distance and in and out movement, and it works a little bit. But yeah, what you've learned all your life, it's difficult to change that in 8 or 10 weeks.
Mm-hmm. And it's a good point that you brought up about your style of being able to counter punch and you absorbing shots and shelling up and countering. Where did that come from? Where was that training come from, where you're now one of the best counter hitters in the world?
I don't know, man. I did it from the first fight I did in my life. I always like to. I always see when somebody makes a mistake, when they leave holes, and then I try to react on that. I really like to counter, but it's a natural thing. It's not that something where I train on. It's just when I do sparring, I always let them miss and counter. It's just something what's in my body and what I like to do.
And
it's not train for it or something.
And of course, we can't ignore that beautiful spinning heel kick, which brings up.
Also, I never train on the heel kick. Never. I never practice them or something. It's always. I like action movies.
Okay. I was gonna ask what's kind of that inspiration for you when you see like a cool move and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna do it in the ring.
No, man, never think of doing something in the ring. It's always going naturally. I don't know. I never practice back kicks, and then in the ring it's coming itself. It's crazy.
Of course. So now I kind of want to take a look at, like, from a career perspective and kind of go back to your early career. I know in a couple interviews you had talked about having more of a rough upbringing and a rougher childhood. How did combat sports and martial arts in general kind of serve as like a place of solitude and solace to kind of get away from those bad and rough times?
Yeah, it was very difficult for me when I was a little kid. I had a stepfather. He was very addicted to drugs and everything. I had a lot of violence in my youth. But I was very bad on school. I could teach. I could learn very good, but I didn't want to learn. I only want to do like gymnastics or something that I like, or drawing. But if I have to do something what the school wants me to do, I could not do it. So and because of the childhood, I also was very aggressive in school. now I'm changed 100% because of the martial arts and everything. It makes you easy and it makes you a respectful guy and everything. But when I was young, like between 8 and 15, I was always fighting on school. And yeah, but then I go from school when I was 16. No study, no college, nothing. And I didn't train. I trained when I was 10 years till I was 13. Then I quit with kickboxing because I came in trouble and everything. And I was hanging on the streets. And then I was 16. I go from school and my first job was a garbage boy. I worked as a garbage boy for 2 or 3 years. And all my friends was laughing and why are you get rid of trash of other people? And I say, yeah, I have to work for my dad and I need to make money. So I never was ashamed of that. But yeah, now I have everything. I have a nice house. I have a nice family. I'm lucky married. I deserve every penny with these 2 hands, and I'm very proud of that. And I'm proud of what I've accomplished.
Oh, and it's a fantastic career and something to be incredibly proud of. And as you brought up a little bit before, what kind of opportunities has martial arts given you to be creative and be expressive, like throwing a heel kick in the ring or shelling and countering like that?
Yeah, you see, when I was 7 or 8 years old and I watched Rocky movies or Jean-Claude Van Damme movies like Kickboxer or other movies, what has to do with fighting, like American Ninja or something, I always watched it when I was young. And then in some way, I dreamed about being such a hero, like how they are in the movies. And now sometimes I look my own fights and then I think, now I'm that guy. So it's really crazy to see your development in life, and it's really nice. So movies inspires me a lot when I was a little kid. When I see a movie like Kickboxer, then all my uncles and nephews were they had a problem with me because when I see those movies, I was always trying to attack them with the moves they do in the movie. So really great.
Any specific movie that's like your favorite movie of all time?
Yeah, I think the Rocky movies was really inspiring. And also Jean-Claude Van Damme, the Kickboxer movie, part 1. Yeah, those movies really get me into this game.
And with already such an impressive career and so many accolades, what really keeps you inspired to keep fighting, and what are you still shooting for?
I'm still shooting for the one championship belt. The first fight with Reddy and Eersel, it was a really close fight. I knocked him down with the knee. It was called a knee to the groin, but yeah, everybody and also me was thinking it was a little bit higher than the groin. And so it was a close call, and I know I can beat them if I'm 100% here in perfect, in perfect condition, mentally, well, physically, then I can beat. But he's still on my age, 37. I feel still like 27. My recovery is very fast. I train every day. I eat healthy. I live healthy. So I'm still number 1 in the ranking of one championship. So what aiming for? I'm aiming for another 2 years of great fights with one championship. Try to knock everybody out and try to quit as a fighter who never will be forgotten in the martial arts world. That's what I'm aiming for. I want to do something what nobody does. I'm 37 years old, and that's become a world champion again.
And I'm hoping for it as well. And as you brought up, trying to train your mind and trying to stay mentally focused, what kind of steps do you take there to really focus on getting right in the head?
Yeah, I also have a good wife and a good family and a good my team is family. You know, my trainer is my father-in-law, and everybody who's helping me is family. They all want the best for me. You know, there's nothing about money or something. It's only get the goal, win. So they always talk with me and say, yeah, Nieky, you're a really strong guy, still on your age. You can beat them all. You can see it in your fights. But you have to be here, mentally good, and be not well prepared, but you need to keep the hunger, keep the
drive.
Keep the motivation and the drive to go. But it's not easy when you are fighting more than 20 years on top level. It's not easy to stay on the number one spot constantly. I also feel that I never lost my title and in Glory. When I fight in Glory, they really let me lose against Cedric Doumbé. That's my opinion. Cedric Doumbé now, I think, is a really great fighter. But at the moment, the first fight, when it was a split decision and I was champion, I could never lose that fight. The rules was who gives the most pressures, who gives the most heavy blows, the damage, everything. That is the guy who win. And I was the guy who dominated for 5 rounds. He makes some light points and make my head go one side up and some good movements, but he never could win that fight. And the day before the fight, Glory told me, Nieky, you are too long champion. We need a new champion, and he cannot be from Holland. So on that moment, when they told me that, I knew I was screwed when it would be close. So and it happens. They let me lose, and after the fight, I fight again. They let me lose again. After the fight again, I fight some guy. They let me lose again, and then I could sign a new contract for only 2 fights less in a year and the half of the money. And then I say, sorry guys, you screw me too much. I quit. And I wanted to quit at that time because I was really emotional in my mental statement. But then I get a message from One Championship, and that's the best thing whatever happens to me in my career. Where they really win or lose, they really treat you like you are a superhero and a martial artist. They respect what you're doing. They respect your Also, your Chatri, he knows what we're doing because he fought himself when he was younger. So he really knows what fighters going through, and I really like that, man. So and I had a blast with my debut at One Championship. I think it was one of the best debuts in One Championship against Cosmo Alexander. And he's a very strong Brazilian guy, and I fought him 2 times, and he's really strong. And to knock him out after 3 losses in a row at Glory, I really was going through a shit time. When I fought. I never felt I was 5 years champion, but I never felt really champion. I always feel like the son-in-law who won't get allowed in the family, Mm-hmm. So One Championship is really good for my career that I'm signed with them. It's really organization.
And what did that win against Cosmo Alexandre really do to kind of uplift your spirits and be like, hey, I'm still Nieky Holzken. I'm still the guy.
It was really good. It feels really good. Maybe if I lose that fight, I would have quit because I think mentally I could not handle it. But also my family say after my losses at the Glory, they say you didn't lose, Nieky. It's politics. They let you lose, and you're still strong. They never hurt you. You fight against Cedric Doumbé 10 rounds, and he never hit you one time. It's true. He never hits me hard. Now he's knocking guys out, but against me, he was only running and playing and joking and everything, but not fighting. So I think when you beat a champion, you really need to beat the champion. You need to beat him. It's not, maybe how you say, Floyd Mayweather would lost 10 times in his career if they let him lose, on split decision. If it's split decision, the champion always get the ball. Mm-hmm. That's it's great. But champion can be really good.
And I'm happy to see that you're in a great state now and that you're having fun with it again. I also know right after Glory, you had taken some time to pursue a boxing dream. Could you talk a little bit about that dream of being a boxing champion and switching over to just pure boxing?
I never quit. I always trained with boxing when I was younger. I always do boxing and kickboxing. Boxing is really also a very, very nice elite sport, and I really like to box. I think it's a little bit not easier, but not so heavy as kickboxing because of the knees and the elbows and the kicks and the clinching and everything. But I did 15 professional boxing fights, and I won 15. And then I get, in 4 days' notice, I get the chance to fight Callum Smith, who fought recently with Canelo Alvarez. 12 rounds, and Canelo could not knock him out, and I couldn't knock him out. But in 4 days' notice, I fought 12 rounds against him, and I did really good. It was for the WBC world title, and it was really nice experience. But I should have had a camp of 3 months, then it would be a different fight. And then after that fight, they offered me a contract, and it was a really shitty contract. And then I decided back to do kickboxing, because when the money I make with one time kickboxing in one championship, I need to I think 10 boxing fights. It's crazy.
Wow.
So it was too much for me, and it's not that I'm 22 years and could spend all my career on boxing. No, it's the last years in my career, and I want to make as much as money as I can do to have savings and something for my children and everything. And boxing was not it. I really love to box, but then maybe in the cage that would be great.
And I mean, after your track record with one championship, I'm personally, as a fan, I'm just happy that you decided to make that decision and stay in kickboxing.
A lot of people.
And now that you're at this stage of your career, looking forward, what's next for Nieky Holzken? What do you want to see in 3 months, 4 months time for you?
Yeah, well, a lot of wins. I hope to fight as much as they offer me, and then it doesn't matter who I fight, but I just want to win. I just want to have rhythm. I want to make money. I want to stay on the top level, and it's what I say earlier. I want to do something what nobody has done in his career, like 37, 38 years, and then still becoming world champion. That's my main goal. And so I want to fight everyone they offer me. And I hope they offer for kickboxing matches, because I like kickboxing the most.
Well, I'm hoping to see Nieky Holzken in the ring again soon. And a nice little lightweight championship belt would sure look good on you.
Yeah, I know, man. Gold.
Well, that's all the time we've got today. So thank you so much for answering these questions. And if you have any final thoughts, go ahead and let the people know.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for the nice interview. Nice to chat with you. I want to say thank you to all my fans around the world, and also One Championship to give me the opportunity to fight on the biggest stage in the world. And I hope to get a fight announcement very soon that I can all you people make a big smile again.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to that announcement.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. We spend a lot of time putting these videos together. So if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And give this video a like, and to share to anybody you think might like it. And if you have any thoughts or suggestions on the video, go ahead and leave a comment. We make sure to read them all. Thanks, and see you next time.